So let's get in a comfortable position with the back straight, closing our eyes, bringing the mind into the here and now. We detach from our worries, from our thoughts. Being aware of the sensations in the body, of the emotions, of the thoughts that come and go. We bring our hands in Anjali Mudra. This attitude helps us to focus in the middle of the chest, a little to the right, that place that we point to when we say I. And from there we embrace everything with love, kindness, and compassion. We awaken in us our highest aspirations towards beauty, truth, God, and we offer our meditation to that mystery of existence, to God seen as the essence of our being, as the essence of the world. We offer the fruits of this meditation to the benefit of all sentient beings. May they all be happy, may they all be wise, may they all be kind to each other, may they all discover love and compassion. And now we let our hands down and we will start with the warming exercises. First, the rotation of the head. We let our chin down, rotating the head to the right, slowly with awareness. We feel the muscles contracting and relaxing in a gentle rhythm. And now we change direction, rotating the head to the other side, again slowly with awareness. And now we relax. We feel the relaxation radiating from the neck to the whole body. the mind calming down as we keep it in the present. We continue with the rotation of the shoulders up to the back, opening the chest, bringing together the shoulder blades down to the front. And we relax, feeling that joy of being, of having a body to enjoy this world. We continue with the next exercise. For stretching the back, we clasp our hand behind, and when we exhale, we bend forward, pushing the arms to the front. When we inhale, we come back. And now we relax, feeling the back muscles relaxed, the opening of the chest. And we continue with the stretching to the side. We inhale, raise the hand, exhale, stretch to the side. Inhale, raise the other hand, exhale, stretch to the other side. And now we relax. We feel the flexibility of the spine. And we continue with the stretching of the spine. Again, clasping our hands, we bring the palms up and pushing the shoulders up. We stretch the back, and with the back, we stretch the spine. We stretch with that kind of pleasure that we have in the morning after a good night's sleep. And then we come back, feeling the back straight, the straightening of the spine. We continue with the twisting of the spine, rotating to the left and then to the right. And now we relax. And we end our warming with the bending and twisting. We bring the right shoulder to the left knee and then the left shoulder to the right knee. When we exhale, then when we inhale, we come back. And now we relax. We are ready to meditate, so we sit in a comfortable position with the back straight, shoulders a little to the back, opening the chest in an open attitude. We find that inner balance between the firmness of the pose and the relaxation so that we can remain still for a longer period of time, transforming the stillness of the body into the stillness of the mind. We try to keep an inner smile so that we can relax even more. The smile brings serenity, peace, joy. We let our mind calm down and we use the breathing, the awareness of the air moving gently in and out is calming the mind and relaxing the body. We can feel the soft touch of the air on the nostrils or the opening, the expansion of the chest and then contraction, the rhythm of life in the rhythm of breathing. Every time that we are aware that our mind is elsewhere, with calm and perseverance, we bring the mind back, feeling the breathing, observing the movement of the air. Following the breathing, we become aware of that small gap in between inhalation and exhalation. It's a short moment of pause in which the mind is suspended in between thoughts, in between breathings, completely still. We try to remain there for a second or two, so we inhale, pause, exhale, pause. These short pauses interrupt the inner stories, helping us to become more aware of this background of silence, of stillness, in which the mind is suspended in between breathings, in between thoughts. So we inhale, stillness, exhale, stillness. This inner space of silence, this background of stillness is the space of the heart, Hritakasha. We begin here the process of introspection, of Atma Vichara, the search for the self, using the question, who am I? The mind cannot answer because the answer is the existence itself, so we ask the question, we are the answer. Who am I? We can use everything that appears in our awareness to get back to this I am feeling, that answer to the question. So when thoughts appear, we ask ourselves, who is the one thinking? Me. Who am I? When emotions arise, positive or not so positive, regardless, who is the one experiencing these emotions? Me. Who am I. And when sensations in the body arise, pleasant or not so pleasant, who is the one feeling these sensations? Me. Who am I? In this way, we get back again and again to this I am feeling that answer to the question. I am that becomes a tremor of the heart, spanda, a vibrating light so intense that we can just surrender, being without being someone or something, pure existence, pure consciousness, pure bliss. In this way, we detach ourselves from the identification with the body, with the senses, with our thoughts and our mind. We detach ourselves from our memories, from our desires or fears. Who am I beyond all this? We ask the question. We are the answer. We are consciousness and bliss without form. We are eternal, infinite. We are. keeping the awareness of the heart, that pure I am feeling. We conclude our meditation now. So today we will start to speak about Samadhi. There will be at least two lessons. Sure, it's a very complex and at the same time inspiring subject. And also there is a lot of things to say about it. So for this reason, we will do it in a few lessons. Sure, it's the last part of the yoga of Patanjali, of Ashtanga yoga of Patanjali. And it's considered by the commentators of Yoga Sutras as being the actually experience of yoga. Vyasa says that yoga is samadhi. But let's start by understanding why is this samadhi so important. First of all, if we think about our existence, we will understand something very interesting, that we want to be happy. We don't say it with these words every time. We don't see what I want from my life is to be happy. But if we think about it, if we really think about it, what we want is that experience in which we are, in a few words, we are happy. For sure, our life is, in a way, a pursuit of happiness. You see, when you think about how you want to be, you will not think about you as suffering. You don't think, oh, I just wait to have a toothache, or uh, I cannot wait for a cold to happen. Yeah, you don't want to suffer. You want to feel good. Sure, the problem is that we associated this happiness, this feeling good, with something external. And when we spoke about the causes of suffering, and you remember we spoke about why we experience suffering, even though we consider that happiness is our natural state. So, why we suffer? You remember that the first thing, the root cause of suffering is avidya, that ignorance. And that ignorance, it's not about not knowing, but knowing in a wrong way. Not knowing is, in this instance, that identification with something that is partial, is just a part of the reality. When we say I am this or I am that, we exclude everything that is not that. So if I say I'm Sebastian, then I am not Sophia or Teresa or Edith. Yes. So this kind of separation uh, let in our soul a kind of emptiness, a void, and we try to fill that void with something in the hope that we will feel whole again. We will feel that we are complete, we are everything. Because happiness, in a way, is about this experience of completitude, of I don't need anything. I am happy just the way I am. But again, because we think that we need different things to get back to this experience of oneness, of completeness, we start to search for different kind of things that will make us feel whole again, to make us feel complete again, to make us feel that we don't need anything. And for sure, in a way, is the thing that all kind of spirituality teaches, to have no desires. But in the way that they say have no desires is more like a kind of imposition. You have to force yourself to not have desires. But you see, actually, is an experience in which you don't have to desire anything. It's not about renouncing to anything, but you are so complete that you don't need anything. So that is the experience that we search, this completitude, this wholeness that will make us feel that I don't need anything. I am happy. Sure, we experience this completitude, this happiness for short moments in an embrace with something that are is dear to us when we, I don't know, make love, uh, see a sunrise or a sunset, when we are in nature, walking in a forest. In those moments, we are feeling that completitude. We don't need anything. Sure, for a moment. Then I am hungry, I am tired, I don't know, a lot of other things arise. But for a short moment, we experience this completitude, this happiness. And in that moment, if someone asks us, for a second, we cannot say why. We just are. Sure, then the mind intervenes and says, oh, but you are happy because you are in nature, or you are in the arms of your beloved, or I don't know, some reason. But if you look in your heart, it's not about external things, it's about your true nature of who you really are. So, this experience of true happiness, of pure joy, of pure love, is actually our true nature. And we search for that. We search for that in a wrong way, but we search for that. Even if it's a flash, it's a moment, we are longing for that moment of that experience. So, yoga and meditation and all the spiritual paths are trying to help us to reach that kind of experience. Sure, Samadhi is just a name. In Zen is Satori, or in Buddhism is Nirvana, or different names. But is this kind of experience, I am everything, I am consciousness, I am in that pure way, is the reason for which in Vedanta this true nature is called Satchitananda, pure existence, pure consciousness, pure bliss. There is bliss, there is this kind of transcendental happiness. Sure, again, for us, happiness is a bit charged because we usually think that happiness is something that you have to work for. You have to make sacrifices to, I don't know, meet some requirements, some conditions, and only then you will experience happiness. But if we live in this kind of mindset, we are never quite happy. Always it's something more. In Romania, we have like a saying, I don't know, maybe it's not just Romania, but there is this saying that the better is the enemy of good. So you want something better, and for this reason, you are not content with just good. You want something exceptional. And sure, there is this kind of way in which the society is pushing us to have all kind of desires. You cannot be happy if you don't have the last phone or the last car or the last clothes or something. Because sure, our society is centered in the consumerism, to buy things, to be happy. So if you look at the, I don't know, television or internet, a lot of commercials or advertising is about how you can be happy if you acquire a thing, or I don't know, something. So it's this kind of push. If you want to be happy, you have to have something. And instead of associating happiness with being, our society is associating happiness with having. The more you have, the happy you will be. And sure, you can see the problem. You never can have everything. There is always something that will be missing. But if you focus on being, then yeah, it's achievable. It's not easy, sure, because you can already see that after years and years of practice, it's not that you are happy all the time. But I think you can already have more moments or more uh, opportunities to experience that kind of pure happiness, of pure bliss, of pure joy that doesn't have to have a cause. It's just the way you are. So the word samadhi means to fixate, to attach to something. The prefix of samadhi means to put together, to unify, and da means to fixate, stabilize. The way in which, sure, there are some other ways to look at this word. For some, is this equal vision from some and D, which is the vision. There are different kinds of think about the word, but the meaning is this kind of experience in which you reach your true nature. Patanjali in Yoga Sutra speaks a lot about Samadhi. There is a chapter which is called Samadhi Pada, the chapter about Samadhi, the first chapter. Then in the third chapter, when Samadhi is coupled with meditation and concentration, dhyana and dharana, it's also about this experience. But I think the first part in which Patanjali says the famous yoga is the cessation of the fluctuation of the mind, then the one who sees will abide in its true nature. Otherwise, he will identify with the vrittis, with the stories of the mind. I think that is the best definition of this experience, to abide in your true nature by calming the mind and see who you really are. There are different stages of this experience, and we will speak about different kinds of samadhi, even if some commentators are saying that only the highest form is actually samadhi, the others are just states of mind. But Eliade, Mircea Eliade, which is very high regarded scientist in the domain of religion, he actually stayed in India for a while and practiced different kinds of yoga. And he actually says that it's not right to say that samadhi is ecstasy. And he invented actually a word, and he called it enstasy. Because in Greek, stasis means to fixate, like samadhi. And then the prefix en, stasis, means to be inside, to go inside. Ecstasis means to go out of yourself. And sure, he says, as a yogi, you stay with your eyes closed and focus your attention into the heart, into your interior. So it's more correct to say that is an ecstasy, discovering of what is inside. And ecstasy is reserved for the mystical experience. When you go out of yourself, out of your limits. When you dance, for example, or when you chant, yes, then is an experience where your consciousness expands and you go out of the limits of your body and ego. But for sure, I think it's just a linguistic problem, because when you experience that samadhi, there is no difference between in and out. Everything is consciousness, so there is no in, there is no out. it's more about how you reach this experience that it's about enstasy or ecstasy. Because for sure, when you meditate and you bring your awareness to what is happening inside, you can say, yes, I reach this experience of cosmic consciousness by going in. And when I am a mystic, when I am dancing like a dervish, a Sufi dervish, or when I'm chanting or singing kirtans or bhajans, then I am experience the world by going out of myself, by being more than just a body. But the experience again, it's about being pure consciousness, to be everything at once. The way in which Patanjali defines samadhi, it's about dissolving the ego. He says that samadhi is when only the object remains. There is nothing or no one to experience that object. It's just that reality. For sure, uh, this takes us to, and this definition is in that third chapter when he tried to explain uh, that samyama, that way of knowing in a superior way by discovering the essence of the thing that you experience. But when you meditate on your true nature, it's quite beautiful and paradoxical how there is no you, there is no one. When you try to meditate on yourself or on who am I, you discover that there is no I, because that I, sure, we call it in meditation that pure I am feeling, but it's more that pure being, that pure experience of being without being someone or something. You remember that way to express it, being without being someone or something. For the mind, it's a problem. Wait a minute, but I am something. This is my experience. I am this something. Maybe it's my body, maybe it's my personality, maybe it's my mind, maybe it's my name, maybe it's my, I don't know, different kinds of things that we are. And for the mind, just being, it's a problem. And when we meditate with the question, who am I? For the mind, it's really a problem, because the mind wants to find something so that she will be at peace saying, this I am, or I am this. But the reality of the experience is just being. Disappears the observer, dissolves away this duality between the one who experiences and the thing that is experienced. So this kind of experience is samadhi. You can orient it or focus on an object to know how it is to be that object, but you can focus this on the pure consciousness, pure divine consciousness. experiencing how it is to be. Like I said, Patanjali speaks about uh, a transformation towards. There is a part where he speaks about different kinds of transformations, parinama. And there is this nirodha parinama, transformation towards cessation, in which you experience uh, different levels of quieting the mind, but also there is a samadhi parinama, different levels of samadhi. So it's not like a switch. You meditate and suddenly you are everything at once. For sure, some people describe it like this. Oh, I was in that and suddenly I. But that is not the usual experience. The usual experience is you get to different levels of deepness in meditation. And for sure, it's not a linear progress. It's not like I will be here, then I will be here, then I will be here, then I will be here. And it's like I am here, I am here, I am here, I am here, I am here. It's like uh, everywhere. And sure, if you remember your meditation, you remember that sometimes you reach a deeper level, then you go back to a more superficial level, then you go back to a deeper level. Then it's like a balancing between different different extremes. But for sure, you learn to recognize these levels. And the reason that we will speak about these levels is just that, to recognize. Is like when you go on a mountain, and first time is like very new, and you are afraid that you will be lost and don't know how to get back. But after you go there for 10 times, you start to recognize, oh, I was here. Oh, I know this place. Oh, I know. And in the meditation is a lot of like this. For this reason, it's good to have a journal in which you try to describe how it went, so that it's more easy to recognize the the signs that okay, I was here, I am, and I was here also. And then when you learn to recognize these kind of different places in yourself, in your mind, it's more easily to go there, not by having some kind of expectation, but by learning the way there, learning how to go there. So I think a lot of the things that we speak about in these lessons help you to be more aware of what is happening when you meditate. And sure is a balancing act between what you desire and expect from meditation and to be just present and aware of what is actually happening. And for sure, it's good to aspire to this kind of experience, but in the same time enjoy the journey there. Don't rush it. Don't be without patience, because the journey is as important as the destination. Yes. So if you have any questions, not for now. Okay. So I will write also on the WhatsApp group. Let's stop the